Hi, this is Maria Bailey, the author of Marketing to Moms, Mom 3.0, Trillion Dollar Moms, and Power Moms. And I'm delighted to bring to you today information about marketing with moms in 2003. You know, once upon a time, moms were one generation with one child under their roof, and successful marketers knew that we could count on moms sitting around a sandbox talking about our brands while their kids were playing, and we were successful if that mom left that playground and then went on to tell another mom about the product. However, as the story continued, it became a little bit more difficult for us to explain to our clients and to our bosses that yes, we really were getting traction by moms sitting around talking. There was a buzz. We knew there was a buzz, but we didn't know how to quantify it and prove that moms were actually spreading the word. Marketers turned to TV and print because they could actually count the number of views or the number of impressions that they got with that. And to capture the attention of moms, they had that promise of the super mom cape. So we were out there saying, hey, buy this product and you'll become a super mom. Well, today the journey to the happy ending has changed a little bit, and so has our main character, the mom. Fast forward to 2013, and today we have three distinct generations of moms. We all know them quite well: millennials, Gen Xers, and the baby boomers. Many of the baby boomers are now becoming grandparents. And fortunately, you have the book Trillion Dollar Moms that I wrote a few years ago, that you can learn a lot about those baby boomers. And if you knew about the baby boomers as a mom, a lot of her same behaviors are resonated as she becomes a grandparent. So today, the secret to successful mom marketing is to create a relevant dialogue with each generation of mom in a language that they understand and in a manner in which they want to receive it. So your message can be the same. It's all about, though, how you deliver it to her. So what's new in mom marketing? Well, the influence of mom is on steroids now because of social media and the ability to travel quickly and stay connected. She's got a whole bunch of roles that she's playing in her daily life, and because of all of that technology, she's able to maximize her influence in any one of those categories, whether it's the chief financial officer of her house, the chief archiver, the spiritual leader, the business owner, and a lot of us forget that she's a business owner. That's what a mom blogger is, by the way, a business owner. And in every single one of those hats that she's wearing in those categories in her life, there's the opportunity for us to market to her. So definitely think about the fact that she might not just be buying chicken fingers at the deli for her children tonight because she couldn't figure out what to cook, but next week she may be ordering a catering platter from you because she's now in charge of a little league end of the year dinner, or she's bringing lunch in for her office. So you've got to think of her many levels of influence. So talking about her influence, what's also changed is that her influence begins right at birth. You know, we always thought that, well, we have to go to the older moms to influence the younger moms. But really, her influence is happening right after birth because she's so connected with her friends and family. So her influence starts when she's pregnant. She's being introduced to brands. She's selecting new products. She's influenced most by samples and coupons. She's going to baby showers. On average, that mom belongs to 3 online clubs. And then she has the baby, and she's in chat rooms, and she has her virtual playground of peers. It's called Facebook and Instagram, and she's creating relationships that way. And then by the time she has a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old, she's gained some real confidence, and she's become a blogger or a social media influencer. And now she's influencing other moms. And then, of course, by the time her child enters school age, she is a self-proclaimed expert in some facet of parenting. And that's why you see all these moms who are calling and branding themselves, you know, traveling mom, granola mom, no drama mama, whatever it is. And the important thing to remember is if you're looking for the influencer, for that prenatal mom. A lot of times I have clients who call me and say, hey, we need to get to the prenatal mom, so I want to go out to every pregnant mom. Well, you know what? They're missing the boat there, because they should be going after the mom with the 6-month-old, because those are the moms that are influencing those prenatal mothers. So what's new in millennial motherhood and today's mom? Well, customization continues to be a benchmark and a point of entry for these moms. They've been customizing their coffee at Starbucks and their bears at teddy bears at Build-A-Bear Workshop since they were very little. So it's really important that you have some element of customization in either your product or the way you deliver it. The emergence of the virtual playground that I was just calling Facebook. Not only now do they go down the street and talk to another mom while they're standing by a slide, but they're talking to moms in statuses and updates and Pinterest and posts and pins and all of those things that they're doing online. The boomers are becoming grandparents, and those same prosperous moms that were boomers are now flaunting products and services on their grandchildren. In fact, 33% of all grandparents now pay for some form of education with their grandchildren. The frugalista mom is here to stay. You know, a lot of brands will tell me, oh, I don't want to go after the cheap couponing moms. Well, guess what? Even the most luxurious moms with the highest income now are using coupons. And the next big thing is video. Here is an example of MomTV, and many of you watch this webinar on MomTV. It's live TV that is produced by moms for moms. We have over 1,000 channels that have been developed by moms, much like a YouTube for moms. All of the content is driven toward the moms. We have over 500,000 viewers that come every month to watch these mom videos. And if you're a brand, you need to, it's all free. So there's no reason why you can't set up a channel on MomTV and move some of your, it's easy as cutting and pasting the URL, utilize some of your YouTube videos and build your own channel on MomTV, because you'll be surprised at how many videos that we have moms watching. And the other thing you might want to look into, if you have been doing blogger outreach, well, now's the time to get into vlogger outreach. At MomTV, we have over 1,000 mom vloggers who are just waiting there for you to do product reviews with them through videos. So make sure you go to MomTV, go to the Get Started, or go to the Advertise and Marketing pages, and we'll teach you how easy it is to get started and put yourself in front of moms. Podcasting, another big thing. You know, it was really big in the 90s. However, and that sounds like it's so long ago, but it was really big in the 90s. However, not a lot of moms had a device to listen to a podcast. I love podcasting because it's an uncrowded market space. There's only about 43,000 podcasters that are out there. Even fewer represent the topics of family and kids. Mom Talk Radio, which I've been proud to be a host of for the last 13 years, is the most downloaded radio show on iTunes. And what I love about that is it puts us in a place where it's unexpected, and the shelf life is so very long. You know, often brands will call me and they'll say, hey, we need to get to the largest blogs and get them to blog about us. Well, that's really great, except for some of the largest blogs only have 100,000 readers. Well, Mom Talk Radio has almost 500,000 listeners. So I consider podcasting because it has a longer shelf life and it can be downloaded and taken with you, unlike a lot of blogs. And the great thing is that the moms who are listening to podcasts have a higher level of income, and those who are listening spend 1 to 5 hours listening to the podcast. So apps are another great way to engage with moms. The average mom has 31 apps on her phone, but only about 6 are actually used. What's interesting is it's also a great way to get to her children, because 65% of all apps on a mom's wireless device were requested by a family member. The top apps include social networking apps, games, and of course weather. Then there's something really interesting going on right now. It's the evolution in the blogosphere. What I've found is as the age of the child grows, the interests of the moms grow as well, and those interests grow beyond parenting. And what I find is a lot of those moms who started off as mom bloggers 2, 3, 4 years ago are now blogging about something that interests them beyond just parenting. So you have moms like Carol Kane, who used to blog solely about being a mom in New York City. She's now a travel blogger. You have Kimberly Coleman, who used to blog about being urban mom. Urban Mom was her, or Mom in the City was her blog, and now she is now she's a food blogger. So my advice to brands is to, if you've been working with a blogger, go back, take some time, read her blog, make sure she's still blogging about the things you want her to be blogging about, and also make sure that her interests are still in line with your brand. The other thing that's happening is it's becoming a family affair. A lot of these moms are having, our children now are 8, 9, 10 years old, and they're allowing their children to blog with them. So if you're a toy company or a food company that's geared toward kids, getting a mom to blog about your product, or getting the product in the hands of a mom who also has a child blogging, it's kind of like a 2-for-1. And then there's a new confidence about moms. They're moving beyond blogging, and they're becoming authors. And there's a real, I guess, new wave of bloggers who are all now published authors. And these are just a few of them: Amy Allen Clark and Audrey McClellan and Colleen Padilla. And then one of the biggest trends I see is engaging with those online moms offline. And we are the very proud owners of a division of our company called Mommy Parties. It's probably our fastest growing area of our business. And what we have found is a real recipe for success in taking moms, finding the right moms for your brand, and creating a customized theme party around your goals and around her and her friends. You can find out more information about Mommy Parties at mommyparties.com, or what's really cool is go to Facebook and actually see some of the parties happening live. You can also watch them live on MomTV if you go to MomTV and you search Mommy Parties. But it's a great way to get your products into the home of bloggers and social media influencers. They get excited about the parties, they upload video, they upload pictures, and you're getting more than just a blog post when you conduct a mommy party. And you're also getting her to talk to your product, about your product, to 10 other moms. The engagement with Mommy Parties is customizable, and it's extremely social. And again, I encourage you to go to the Facebook page to kind of see our Mommy Parties. The other thing that's happening now is the birth of the Power Mom. And these are moms who are not only influential in their blogging, but they have extended their sphere of influence into Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest. This is an example. Sarah Penix is an example of one of my power moms. And the reason I like Sarah is because, you know, she's like a octopus. Her tentacles are everywhere. Her communication to moms spans across MomTV. She's a speaker at Blog Her. She runs classes on social media in the local marketplace. She's a Girl Scout leader. She's a dance instructor, and I know that when I get my product into her hand, she's going to tell mom through a lot of different channels. And you know, influence is measured more by the involvement of the mom online and offline than it is by Google Analytics. I assure you of that. So we've had the birth of the millennial mom, and this is the mom who as a child was the center of attention. She got a trophy for everything. She was the overscheduled child, but she's extremely optimistic, and she doesn't take motherhood with a lot of oh me and wearing it on her shoulder. She doesn't like to talk on the phone, but she does like to share thoughts with her peers. And so what's interesting about the millennials is we went out recently and we asked millennials, give us words that describe you. And then we went out to non-millennial moms and asked them, how would you describe that generation of mothers? And what's interesting is you can see by slide 18 that very contrasting group of words. You have words like motivated, focused, open-minded, very positive words. And then you go to the non-millennial moms and you ask them about the millennial moms, and you get words like entitled, opinionated, selfish, connected, irresponsible. And so it's something to consider, the attitude between the two moms, the Gen Xers and the millennials, when you're doing your marketing. So according to the millennial moms, they feel like their goals and priorities of moms are the same, but they just accomplish them a little different. So a little deeper into the millennial moms, they have a greater desire to share with their peers. They're less likely to journal than the Gen Xers. The Gen Xers were the blogger generation. These women are the Instagram and the Pinterest generation. Did you know that 60% of all users of Pinterest are millennial moms, and the majority of their pins have to do with food? So if you're a food company, there's a really great opportunity to engage with them on Pinterest. They wouldn't want to give up their mobile device if they were on an island. In contrast, the Gen Xer, if they could only have one thing on an island, it would be their laptop. She uses her mobile phone to locate stores and find online discounts, and their view of family is much larger. It includes aunts, uncles, friends, and she likes to stay together with them by Skyping. So I have a few slides that focus primarily on the millennial mom and the contrast. The first is her view of family, and you can see this in pop culture with shows such as Modern Family and Parenthood, and In the Middle. None of these are your traditional June Cleaver type family models. The boomers, in contrast, it was about the Brady Bunch and Happy Days. And the Gen Xers, when you look at their families, it was Rugrats, The Cosby Shows, and Family Matters. Now, according to slide 22, you'll find that millennials have a flavor for life, and you've probably noticed this either at the local salad bar or in the flavors that you're buying in products. Where did coconut water come from and why? Well, it's because the millennials love discovery. They like to discover new things. They're looking for the best for themselves. They like to stand out with new things and being a little bit different. So you'll find, new flavors like pomegranate and mango iced tea and kale. Boomers, we went from chocolate to white chocolate, and those Gen Xers, well, they had their flavored coffees and teas, but the millennials have definitely pushed it to a new level. When it comes to technology, they don't fear it. They actually want their children engaged early, and I saw a recent report that 30% of all children under the age of 4 have been on an iPad. So they're really using it to push their children ahead in life. When it comes to shopping, 90% of these millennial moms admit that they text someone outside of the store for approval. So get rid of those signs at your cash registers that says, please stay off of your cell phone while you're in my location. That's not how they shop. They love to compare and contrast by photo sharing and by texting friends outside of the store. They're very visual, the millennial mom, and their selection of products. That's why it's very important to use video when you're connecting with them. And I highly recommend talking to us about our mom vloggers and how we can get them to produce video content for you that can be disseminated and distributed over YouTube, their blogs, through Twitter, and through MomTV, of course. They love to express their feelings, but you know what? It doesn't have to be original. And you see this all the time on Facebook as they send your e-cards to one another. It's okay that it's borrowed thoughts. In fact, you find a lot of millennials that will post lyrics of songs because it just makes them feel good. So they continue to customize motherhood. Slide 27 shows you examples of how moms have branded themselves. This one is sippycupmom.com. But they've taken branding to a whole new level and branded and used social media to brand themselves and the type of mom that they are. I think it's going to be like a tattoo. You're only going to want to keep it for so long, because I wonder what sippy cup mom, how she's going to feel about her brand identity when her son is 13, 14, and 15 years old. I guarantee she's going to want to change that brand. But don't tell her now, okay? In the meantime, we'll continue to engage with her as sippy cup mom. So this generation of millennial moms is very cause marketing oriented. They like you to support their community and make it better for their children. And slide 28 demonstrates some of the very successful brands that are doing that. And they even carry that loyalty to those who are sharing their values to their Facebook pages, as you can see on slide 29. So with the millennial moms, the old is becoming fashionably new. You can see that by the growth of Vera Bradley all over college campuses and Lily Pulitzer in the South with young women and young girls. But you can also see that with the resurgence of game night. Hasbro, Mattel, they all must be very happy because the old games are coming back. And sometimes they're coming back in electronic form, like Family Feud on their iPhone. They're very political minded. 90% of these millennial moms said they voted last November, and they believe in making the world a better place. They're also the family archiver. So you might want to think in your marketing, how can I engage her with sharing pictures? Because she's sharing pictures through Pinterest, through Instagram, through Tumblr, through a whole bunch of different ways. So think about how you can engage that chief family archiver in spreading the word about your brand, but doing it through photos. And then what's interesting is her level and her definition of celebrity has changed a great deal. There's no need to go out and hire Tori Spelling or any of these expensive mom actresses. You can actually engage with her by looking at who her celebrities are online. They're normally elevated peers, and here's an example of Pioneer Woman and Molly Gold of Go Mom Inc. in recent ad campaigns. And because this millennial mom is looking for things that are realistic to her, she's looking for those celebrity moms that are like her. These moms are also turning off the channel on their TV set and watching it online or entertaining themselves online at night rather than watching the latest shows. So you can save that TV advertising budget and try to catch her in that 8 o'clock hour at night online. She's also shedding the cape, and you can see this in recent releases of books that she's reading, like Daisy Sutherland's book, Letting Go of Supermom. It's a trend there, and they no longer think that they have to do it the old-fashioned way and crash through the glass ceiling. So don't give her those images of being a supermom in your advertising. It just won't work. So these millennial moms, they love to celebrate, and they're creating their own new events. And for Hallmark, this is a whole new slew of cards. There's baby moons and couple showers. There's milestones that they're putting online. There's sex reveal parties. These are all new because that millennial mom loves to stand out and get attention. You're finding that she's creating celebrations and holidays that allow her to be the center of attention with her peers. And there's an opportunity for you to be a part of them. So connecting with millennial moms, how do you do it? Well, you engage her in a way she can share with her friends. You're meaningful to her life and her family, and you stand for something more than a product or a service. Remember, you have to be transparent and honest and make her and her family feel very special because, after all, remember, she was rewarded with trophies for doing not much more than being on the team. Develop a meaningful and relevant dialogue with her and allow her to customize that relationship with you. Here's some examples of some companies that have done it well. The Huggies Mom Inspired program. Huggies identified that moms who were giving birth to new babies were also creating new products. So in order to bond with those moms, those innovative moms out there, they created the Huggies Mom Inspired program where they award $15,000 grants to moms who have a product idea, helping them take their company to the next level. I have to boast a little bit here, but this program was actually a brainchild of BSM Media and yours truly. It was one that made sense for Huggies and has won awards across the country. They've now awarded more than 50 grants to moms, and these moms have products in Babies R Us, Toys R Us, Target, Walmart across the country. So we asked moms as well, these millennial moms, what's your brands? And as you can see by slide 39, these are the these are the brands that we said, what were your mom's brands? What are the brands that you remember from your childhood? And then we asked her, of those brands, which ones do you trust? And as you can see, Kleenex, Hallmark, Sears, Kodak, Johnson & Johnson, and Campbell's rank way up there. So the old is coming back new. So where are the opportunities for you? Well, you want to be a part of her togetherness moments that she has with her families and friends, and that can be a very large group. It's great opportunity for you to get your word out beyond just that particular mom. Keep the conversation going with her mom, because her mom is an influence to her. So if you've been talking to that boomer mom, that's okay, because it's going to trickle down now when her millennial child has babies. Make it easy, fast, and available for her on her wireless device. Don't forget to surprise her by bundling products together and allow her to discover new ways to use your product. Help her with the words that she wants to tell and share with others, and help her put her family first. Don't forget, she's using coupons, she's frugal, she's wise, and she also wants you to help support her community. With that, I would like to thank you for being on our webinar today. I also want to remind you about some free resources that you and your colleagues can go to. Marketing to Mom Coalition is a industry group. It's free. They put out the State of the American Mom report every year, and you can find them on LinkedIn. MarketingToMomTV.com has how-to videos. I put up new videos weekly, and they contain tips and new research for you and helping you to connect with moms. And then, of course, we'd love for you to register for the BSM Media newsletter. It comes out once a month. Again, we put tips, our recent research in it, and a lot of news and opportunities about marketing to moms. I appreciate you spending some of your time today. I want to remind you to come back to MomTV, where you can connect with moms either through video or through our video vlog reviews. Don't forget to email me, Maria, at BSM Media, should you have any questions or any inquiries. I'd love to come visit you at your company. So again, my email is maria@bsmmedia.com. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope everyone has a very successful 2013 in marketing to mothers.